Hello, welcome to my channel. It is that time. It is tarot time with Cindy, my friends. I'm going to do a general collective reading because it's general. It may or may not resonate. If it does resonate, I'm glad we're able to connect. If it does not, hopefully the next time, my friends. I'm going to get started with the archetype deck. And then I have the steampunk tarot. Let's take a look, see, for the collective. For the collective. Oh. 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 Oh, well then. It's going to be interesting. The bottom is the engineer in the reverse. I am reading reversals in this deck because it has some tasty, juicy ones. You came up in the upright for everything, though, so that's interesting. That's very nice, except for how you view this other person. And they came out in an awful lot of reverses, so you may not be wrong in how you view this other person. Who you are. You, my friends, are coming across as the alchemist. We're not coming across as that. That's who you are. That's what the cards are saying. That's what God is saying. You are the alchemist. You can the transformation of base motives and goals into divine wisdom. I love that. I want to say you're somebody who's continuously learning. You're a student of life here. And, okay, for you to be actually practicing this, even if it's like on a subconscious level here, it's just you're not walking through life going, I'm an alchemist. This is what I'm doing today. No, it's honestly like you're taking information that you gather through life and you're honestly looking at it and you are applying that to life. You're getting feedback from your world around you, and through that feedback you're becoming more intelligent in the actions and the thoughts that you have. So it's nice. It's nice. Who you are is nice. Okay, what is it that motivates you? You got the warrior card in the upright. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. Okay, so that's just what I said, though, because to really have this base of wisdom, you need to look at the world and you need to look at yourself, too, and understand the context of how everything works together and the truth of things. So if you, let's say you're doing an experiment and you should have washed your hands before the experiment, okay, and everything else was fine, and maybe you had a lab partner. And everybody, you guys did everything, but you didn't wash your hands. And the whole experiment got contaminated. And you didn't get the results that you should have got. That there was things growing in places that they shouldn't have been growing. And so you need to step back and you need to say, I need to own that. I didn't wash my hands. I went and I had a giant, super assorted sub before the experiment. And I didn't wash my hands. And it fucked everything up. I need to wash my hands when I'm going to do something like that, right? But that's kind of what this is. And so your motive here, though, is to, I want to say, it is to refine, it is to discipline yourself. It is to be the hero in your own life, the hero in other people's lives, but not falsely. So I like it. I don't know who you're dealing with. It's going to be interesting when we get over there. Okay, what have you overcome? Now, this is interesting. The femme fatale in the light highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. That's interesting. You've overcome that. Some of you, okay, so here's the thing. I want to say if you're someone who's attracted to other feminine energies, like if you're a feminine yourself, but you're attracted to feminines, I want to say that you have overcome any dependency on this attraction. Like you can look beyond that. You don't get distracted in your science experiments. You can readjust your mind. You can refocus your attention. Let's say if you're a masculine who's into feminines, I want to say it's kind of the same thing. Actually, it kind of spins the same way, to be quite honest. So, but where I want to go with this, if you yourself are a feminine, I don't know, maybe you're attracted to masculines, okay? That's probably, how that would be different. So it's basically like you don't rely on your looks. You don't rely on your sex appeal. This is, I feel like I'm picking up the energy of someone who is quite intelligent. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to be someone that got crazy high marks in school or anything like that, or you've got doctorates, masters, all sorts of things. It doesn't have to mean that. It just means that you are incredibly intelligent when it comes to looking at your world, assessing it, readjusting, taking note, what's going on here, how am I doing things, how is it happening, right? And I don't know, the fact that you would overcome this, I feel like particularly this is if you yourself are a feminine, and I might be talking to someone who is that sexy librarian out there. You could be that sexy librarian with this kind of energy, and you could easily play that up, play up your sex appeal, look like, woo, baby, and get anything you wanted out of life. From men, from people, who knows? That pretty privileged shit. You could like really work it. You're not, you don't. You've been there, I don't know, done that maybe. I don't know. Okay, now, how do you view the other? That's interesting because it came up, this one came up in the reverse. This is Midas Miser in the reverse. This is someone hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing their wealth. Okay, so you see the other, whoever the other is. Oh, I didn't ask how you're connected. Let's ask. How does the collective know the other? How are they connected to the other? How are they connected? One more shuffle. I try not to look because I can see it's reversed. Virgin. Oy. Fear of intimate union. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. So is it somebody that you could have been more intimate with, but you had a fear of that? Or this person has a fear of that? That's how you're connected to this person. This person has a fear of intimacy. It doesn't have to be sexual. Some people just will not open up. They're completely closed off. Or you may be feeling you should be to this person. I mean, it will be. Oh. We still ended up with the engineer in the reverse. Isn't that crazy? The beggar in the reverse. Hedonist. Reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. I don't care how it hurts you or how you feel. That's a logical approach. You know, it's like somebody who's a really good surgeon but has a horrible bedside manner and couldn't care less how you really feel today. Like that's okay. You know, because being kind to people and understanding that they might have pain could, you know, and being sympathetic, that can actually help people heal too. But anyways, so you see this person as a hoarder. That's how you view them. And to see them as a hoarder, it could be someone who, hoarding money and emotions. This person has an obsessive fear of losing wealth, feelings. Don't get close to that person is kind of how you know them. Now, so who are they really? Well, they are the child eternal in the reverse. Inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. I don't know, maybe some of you, it's your kid. I mean, if they're under the age of 18, if they're under the age of 24, that's probably fine. I don't know. We'll see when I get there. Inability to grow up and be responsible. That's who they are. This person has an extreme dependency on others for physical security, but they won't let go of money and shit. What motivates them? Scribe in the reverse. Well, isn't this just getting better? Altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. This is a big fat liar. That's who they are. This person is a big fat liar. No wonder you don't want to get close to this person. I mean, that is. Like, I'm not touching that person with a 10-foot pole. Altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So it's like if this person has an idea, it was somebody else's idea first. Trust me. This wasn't their idea. And altering facts. I don't know. I feel like this person could lean towards doing illegal things even with this energy. What if they overcome? Okay, so that's in the upright. That's nice. Child orphan. Oh, they've overcome that though. Wait a second. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Have they? That's interesting. This person has a lot. All their cards are child cards except the scribe. I want tarot for that one. Because the overcome can actually kind of like state that, to me, it's looking at these cards, it's not using that energy. I've overcome that. I don't need it, or I don't use it. Like, right? Like if this was in the shadow, I want to say this person could have feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. That would be a good thing to overcome, right? Like I no longer have fears of abandonment. I've become more mature. I don't seek inappropriate relationships with families that are, I don't know, right? So I almost feel like they've overcome, which means they haven't necessarily independence based on learning to go it alone, because it doesn't feel like this person does that with this card. They can't grow up or be responsible. This person is extremely dependent on others, particularly for physical security. How they view you? Well, they view you in the reverse. Child divine. Inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Maybe it's them. Child divine in the shadow. You're not very good at defending yourself against negative shit, are you? Fuck this person. Oh my God. You're not very good at defending yourself against negative forces like me. Oh, wow. This is something. Okay. Let's get some tarot. Maybe you're kind. Maybe they interpret that as being weak. I don't know. But you know what? If you've had any problems with negative forces, you've learned from that shit. You've learned from that shit and you've adjusted. I've adjusted the sails on the ship. We're good to go. Okay. Okay, who you are? You're the you're the Ace of Cups. Man. I want to say you're doing some type of healing too. Base motives into golden wisdom. When you really truly understand what it is that motivates you and why you're doing what you're doing, you truly understand yourself. It's nice. What motivates you? The Seven of Cups, which is the warrior. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness. Oh, it's to know all the knows. It's to explore all the things. It's to explore all the explorers. I like to use that language when I'm talking to Lily, my dog. She likes to sniff all the sniffs and eat all the eats. It's true. Lick all the licks. She's in it for everything. She's no holds barred. To conquer the ego. To truly know thyself. You're very interesting. I like this. Yeah. To truly know thyself. To truly understand thyself is what motivates you. Wow. It's almost like, why did I do that? Now I understand. That's who I am. That's a part of me. Or what was going on inside me? All right, what you've overcome, the femme fatale. Judgment. Could be too. Some of you could be judged by your femininity. Some of you may have been being judged by your femininity. Some of you could be women working in the sciences, in the field of science, which is often touted as a male industry. You could be working in a male industry, a woman in a male industry of some sort. Or you could also be a man in a woman's industry. And you've overcome, hi, big boy. Whatever. Your heart has been opened. Your heart has been opened when your dependency has been rejected. So that's interesting. This person is very dependent. So has there been some type of rejection between you and this person? I am not going to do this dependency shit with you. And you've risen above that. You view the other. The hermit. I want to say this person doesn't share nothing. do you even see this person with the Hermit and hoarding? Like closed off. But it's almost like you feel like they have an obsessive fear of losing something. All right. They can't grow up. They're irresponsible, and they do have an extreme dependency on others for their physical. The Three of Swords. Oh, this person's a hot mess. Holy shit. This person is a hot mess. What motivates them? Lying and falsifying information. The Ten of Cups. Are you in a relationship with this person? Lying about their family, lying about their happiness? This person's trying to paint a picture that doesn't exist. That's interesting. What they've overcome. Okay, is the child orphan? Oh, the Seven of Pentacles. No, I think they're still working on it. See, that was like, I don't know that this person is independent because the cards are telling us that the first thing, who they actually are is not. They are not independent. And I want to say they hurt themselves here. They hurt themselves. Or they have they can't. Their heart and their mind don't get along. Go figure, huh? Their heart and their mind do not get along. There's some sort of... Yeah. I not parallel. Parallel is not the word I'm looking for. I don't know. Anyways. They view you. You're not very good at protecting yourself from negative forces. I think it's so funny of all the things. The way they view you. Negative tip comes your way, doesn't it? Not regret. Oh, the Hierophant. What is this all about? An inability to defend yourself. You know, okay, I cannot help but wonder if you are in, like, I don't know, I want to say you're in a relationship with this person. I mean, it could be. It's weird the way this comes across. I kind of feel like either you are maybe, there's something about you two that are separated here. Like you're not, these two energies are not together, right? Like how you view them. The Hermit, hoarding, but hoarding. The Hermit in a hoarding energy. Money, emotions, having an obsessive fear of losing their wealth. Okay, I want to say something. I'm going to say something. I'm not giving anything or anyone away, but there's a lady that I know who's going through a separation, and her ex has an enormous amount of money. Enormous. I mean enormous. He is one of the highest paid people in Canada in his profession, and it's a highly paid profession. Let's just put it that way. And he refuses to do anything legally here, and it is very difficult for her. She was not even able to get, because, okay, she's been a stay-at-home mom for like 18 years. And not through her choice. The first child, she continued to work, but then a whole bunch of things happened. They had twins, they had preemies, they had like, somebody had to look after these children. So anyways, but he won't sign anything. There's something like, I'm almost picking up a vibe here like that. So, but she wants him to, she wants it to be over. He bought his own house, and she finally was able to buy a place for herself. But he had to go to the bank and sign for her because there's no separation agreement or anything. So she had no proof that she has any income. But it's like, it's just crazy because it's like, literally I want to say, this person, like, it's like this man has not grown up. This man's not growing up. And he's like, just, no. And I don't know. There's something about this person, like, because it almost comes up too, like this person lies about what really goes on in the family unit, or they lie about how happy we are, but they're falsifying information. This could also be someone who's like writing letters to family. If you were separated with this person, like just putting it there, if you were in a separation with this person's like, oh yeah, okay, for Thanksgiving, yeah, and then we did this and we did that, and it's like, I haven't had a meal with this person. You're thinking, I have not had a meal with this person. I have not sat down to a table with this person in like a year, 2 years, or whatever. Something really weird here. But right, like this person hoards money. What the hell was I looking at? This person hoards resources. But why? It's almost like they're doing it too, like they're immature. This person is a big baby. And they hurt themselves. Right? Like how I'm describing them is how Spirit is showing them to me. That is not how you see them. You see them maybe a little bit better than they are, to be quite honest. You don't see them great, but you don't. Okay, so the Virgin card in the reverse is how you know them. Oh yeah, so inability to defend. See, negative. Is this a negative marriage? Like, what is this with the Hierophant? An inability to defend yourself from negative forces. That's what they think is your problem. Commitments, negative commitments. The Emperor. Oh, fuck. Now, it was going to come out in the reverse. I'm not reading the tarot in reverse. I didn't declare that, so I should stick with it. I just want to say the Emperor in the reverse is horrible. This is a control freak. This is an egomaniac. But anyways, fear of intimate union. I don't know. Well, I feel like this person has fears here. And it is about getting close to people. But it's weird. It's almost like they collect things. They hold things close to them maybe even. There could be some sort of fear of abandonment issues. They could have a, what do you call that? Like a relationship style or something? I don't know what that is. And, but you might have a fear of getting too close to this person. The Sun, the Queen of Swords, and the Magician. But you see stuff. When you see stuff clearly, you can manifest properly. Let's say that. Ooh! Well, they're I'm joking. They're a little more interesting than you. As a tarot reader, they're gonna go. And I saw one of the dumbest comments, and I'm serious. Somebody made a comment in one of the videos about, and it was such a nice reading too. Like y'all had, like in each of the zodiacs, you had some pretty nice readings this week. There were a couple warnings out there for some of you. You got to watch who you're dealing with. That is what it is. Life is never perfect, and but I'm sure it was one of the readings where it was just a beautiful reading, and I don't. Person was like, "Oh, you tarot readers, you hate it when there's something." No, I loved it. It was so nice. It was so refreshing. And that's such an odd thing to say. And I'm thinking, you know, you're projecting something inside yourself that you probably need to look at. It's like, maybe you don't like people being happy. Okay, so anyways, who the other is? Child Eternal in the reverse. They're just never going to grow up. The Three of Swords. That's who they are. The Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. This person needs to learn how to love themselves. That's who they are. And I don't know that they're able to do it. Maybe they are. Maybe this person is working through that. But again, they came out in the reverse. So if that comes out in the reverse with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, I mean, that is an emotional manipulator, big time. This person manipulates others emotionally, and they do it so that those people are dependent on them. Right? And then what motivates them is lying about happiness, happy families, happy. The Scribe in the reverse, Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. It's almost like that's hiding the truth. I don't know. It's not really telling me anything more than Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. I want to say this person denies spiritual reality. Like, you know, this person could, they could make the home look absolutely immaculate. Anybody coming for a dinner is going to think y'all living like a picture perfect Norman Rockwell Christmas painting of a life. Right? But it's like, that's not the truth. That's not the truth. Because they will present a physical truth that people can see and create an impression with, as opposed to the God's honest truth. Now, what they've overcome, I don't know. That's interesting. If this person was trying to plan in some way around independence and being able to go it on their own, it's like they're not planning that anymore. I don't know what this is. Because they're not independent. They can't do it. They don't have the capacity. This person is emotionally stunted. This person's not growing. I mean, to have the child eternal in the reverse, this person is not growing. They don't know how to grow up. Probably on a lot of levels. Definitely emotionally. With the 3 of Swords and the Queen of Cups and 9 of Pentacles and all that shit. Okay. Child, orphan, 7 of Pentacles. Child, orphan, 7 of Pentacles. This is what they've overcome. The Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. This is interesting. You're getting the Queen and King of Swords here. And right, like this negative, I don't know, the Hierophant could be a marriage of some sort. It's some sort of strongly binding commitment. I kind of feel like this person might be forced to go it alone. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with you. I don't know. No, I don't know. Like, I don't necessarily feel like you're connected to this person in a relationship, though. It almost feels like someone that you're a little bit nervous about getting close to. I wonder if this is someone who's in a relationship or the relationship is breaking up. And you're thinking, oh, this person's just on the rebound. This person's just on the rebound. Or this person is just looking for someone else to, someone else's arms to run into. Like, that could totally be what is going on here. Like, that could be what this person is. So, child divine, this is how they see you. An inability to defend yourself against negative forces, the Hierophant. Oh, but geez, the world injustice. Okay. Okay. I really honestly do feel like that that you must be connected to this person in a relationship. Because it's almost like this person is saying, you can't even defend yourself in this marriage. Like, or in a marriage. But yet this person is totally codependent. This could, I don't know, it could be your kid. It could be your kid looking at you in a relationship here even. Because their impression, this person sees you, A, in a negative relationship. This person knows you're in a negative relationship. And you don't seem to have the capacity to end it with the world injustice. But yet this person is everything about codependency. And they lie about a happy family. So through that connection, I have to assume that is this the person that you are in, or maybe you're trying to extricate yourself from this person in some way. The Ace of Cups and the Alchemist is who you are. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords. That's interesting. I want to say you are healing yourself, and you may have had motives here at some point that were not the best. And that may have wound you up with someone here that was not the best. But you are definitely working through all of that. You're understanding how your actions cause consequences in your life. You're understanding how strong some of those consequences can be. You are in healing, though. You are. Now, here's the other thing. If you were in a relationship with this person and that has ended, this person continues to be codependent in some way. Okay? And they may do that through ways to try to figure out how they can manipulate you. And this person can see how they can get to you. At least they think they can. God, that's fascinating, this. Yeah. Because you can't defend yourself from these negative forces, can you? When I do this to you, even if, because, okay, so let's say even if this is someone that you have ended a legal binding agreement with, it's almost like this person knows that, you still have difficulty defending yourself from all this negativity. I don't know. Or unless maybe this person even thinks, oh, you have karma. Oh, this is somebody else, I tell you. Okay. I'm going to just tell you, I would just keep doing your thing. You just keep working on you, boo. Just 'cause your energy's doing good things. Your motive is the Warrior, 7 of Cups. The Devil. You might, okay. Flushing it out, understanding it. I don't know, maybe you've tried to understand this person. Maybe you've tried to understand this person. It's to be, your motive is to be strong and courageous. Walk in discipline, self-will. This has self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. That's huge. You are taking the time to look at yourself. If you've ended up in a relationship with a real piece of work, you're really like, how did I do this? What did I do? What were my motives? How did I get here? And where did I go wrong? Right? I want to say there's a lot of accountability going on there. What you've overcome. Femme fatale. So that is interesting because you could have entered a relationship at some point strictly on the basis of your attractiveness, your sexual appeal, and you could have ended up with a real motherfucker for her. Or you could have been attracted to a really beautiful, exotic, baby and ended up with a real motherfucker over there. So you've overcome something to do with the erotic energy of the feminine. You've risen above that. The 2 of Wands. Wow, I want to say it is like projecting a future with that energy. Yeah, this is kind of giving me that vibe of like, I don't know, someone who, there's, who is it? I can't remember who it is now. There was a very famous model. I think she was French. I think she's kind of famous in the 80s and 90s. And she has gone cold turkey men. She never wants another man in her life again. And it's it's kind of just giving me this energy. And what I'm about to say, it doesn't ring true for every single man in relationship out there. But for her, and particularly for someone who was seen as such an incredibly valuable physical asset, right? That here. And she has been used and abused, and she is done with it, and she has found her peace. She's almost like, I would say, she's almost like a librarian. She sits at home and she reads. She's got her cats and her dogs, and she's just like, no, I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I am done with all of that shit. I don't know. There's something here that you've been through, and you're like, oh. Maybe you're still incredibly attractive, and you still get like negative energy towards you. I don't know. But that's interesting. You view the other. Well, they keep themselves. They do not share. That's how you would say it. This person does not share. The King of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, no, they share where they want to share. No, they share where they want to share. Or they'll breadcrumb you. They'll breadcrumb you. They'll do things just the way they want them done. Well, this person is a big baby. Baby. The Virgin. Fear of intimate union. Oh my God. Whoa, I don't know. I think you were partners with this person. The Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. You view them as a non-sharing King of Wands, right? And we have a fear of intimate union here. And then we have the Emperor. Oh, I tell you, this person is really... The 10 of Swords And the Three of Swords. This person played themselves. I don't know what happened here, but this person totally played themselves. Damn. This person might have even hurt you to do it. I mean, I want to say they played themselves or something, but they might have, like, this person may have really hurt you. In hurting you, they also hurt themselves. I don't think they would admit that. But anyways, the Chariot, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Moon. Wow. I mean, there's a lot of fears here. A lot of fears, a lot of unknowns, a lot of uncertainties, a lot of limited beliefs in that. You are alchemizing this energy, my friends. Wow. That was something. I'm going to go do the extended, and you guessed it, the theme for this week. In the extended, I'm going to go ask what this other person doesn't know about you and what you don't know about this other person. There you go. Thank you so much, collective friends. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.